Hi, this is Melanie for Pardesi Reviews, and I'm here to do a movie review of the Tamil film Maara, which has just come out on Amazon Prime. If you're new to Pardesi Reviews, I do film reviews and trailer reactions of Indian cinema. Maara is a adaptation, a remake of the Malayalam film Charlie, starring Dulquer Salmaan and Parvati, which came out in 2015. I think Charlie was the first Dulquer film that I saw in a theater. I will be completely honest with you, I was disappointed in it. Partially because I went in with big expectations. Parvati and Dulquer had acted opposite each other in Bangalore Days, and I guess I was expecting this full romance, and that's not completely what Charlie was about. It was, this coming of age really of this young girl, and the ending, while clever, didn't leave me completely emotionally satisfied, I guess is the way. And I don't want to give spoilers, but Maara has adapted this film and kept all the parts that I liked, and then added new elements that were unbelievably awesome. Some of which I can get into, like the animation sequence at the beginning, the whole fairy tale. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. And then I actually cried at the end. It was so good. It was so good. It just gave me everything that I wanted that I didn't get watching Charlie. Now, part of it is you're adapting the characters, Charlie and Parvati's character in the original film, young adults. They keep the thing that the female character played by Shraddha Srinath, and this is kind of avoiding her family, wanting to arrange her marriage. So they keep that element, but instead of this young vagabond young adult who can't seem to settle down, which is kind of Dulquer, I call him a manic pixie dream guy. Manic pixie dream girl is a thing, especially in Hollywood cinema. Watch Garden State, you'll see the perfect one where, they don't really have so much of an arc themselves as they are there to sprinkle their manic pixie dust on the other character and make them, learn something about themselves. And that's kind of the way Charlie was in the original film. And here, Maddie is playing someone basically his own age. He keeps the gray in his beard. He's someone who has a father figure who he wants to do something for, and instead it's Shraddha's character that completes that yearning that he had to, I can't even spoil what it is, but it's so perfect and so amazing, and just so perfect. And also, instead of just being completely quirky, Maddie's character is an artist. Okay, the film starts, I'm not spoiling what I'm talking about the first 5 minutes. We see Shraddha's character as a young girl on a bus, and a woman tells her a fairy tale, a fellow passenger. And then when she arrives and is staying in Maara's apartment, for reasons, okay, she looks out, she sees all these amazing murals through the town. I mean, exquisite murals. But when she opens up her balcony and looks out, she realizes all the murals that she could see walking around the town are the fairy tale that she heard in the bus. So it ties it together. And the opening sequence, when the woman is telling the fairy tale, it's exquisitely animated, exquisite. And Rakes has subtitled this film, and the poetry that she put into the translation of the fairy tale, beyond. So that part I absolutely adored. But then when she opens up the doors, she can see, there was different buildings, but when you see it from that vantage point, it all makes sense. And she can see it's telling the story of that fairy tale. And then that ties into the end that I'm not going to spoil, but oh my God, it ties in the most amazing way and just totally makes sense. Also, instead of just being a vagabond girl, she's someone who is there because she works in restoring old buildings. And that also ties in to the ending, and because she's helping. There's several subplots, and they're mostly kept from the original film. We have a rescued girl, we have daughter of a prostitute, rescued girl. We have a subplot about an older man who had a love that he lost in a flood and had been searching for many years. So, there's just all of those magical, wonderful subplots that I loved in the original film are kept but slightly changed to make it feel even deeper and added significance and tied together. I felt like instead of being a manic pixie character, Maara was somewhat of a tortured artist soul. Instead of being a mess of apartment, it's filled with his paintings, his drawings. They keep the graphic novel that she finds that kind of sends her on the journey of finding out what happens next. But there's so much more. You see, sculptures and busts, and instead of just being a crazy apartment, it's something that's full of wonderful objects that she admires because she likes old things, she likes art, it all ties together. And so Maddie adds depth. He's not this flighty young adult that can't grow up. He's not a Peter Pan. He's someone that's anguished and hurting and finds, the fairy tale is about a soldier finding his soul. And that's, oh my God, it's just so beautiful. Like, I can't even express how much I loved this movie. Like, okay, you have to watch it. It's on Amazon Video, and the music is very, very good. Now, I enjoyed the music in the original film. This is a very different feel. The cinematography, off the chain. The cinematographers were Dinesh Krishnan and Kartik Muthukumar. Like, I bow down to you. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful. So beautiful. I think it was filmed around Ooty, but whatever town that she's in, that he, has in his apartment, everything is so gorgeously filmed. Shots at sunrise and sunset and people in shadow against colorful skies, and just thank you for bringing that beauty to me. I really appreciated how gorgeously this film was shot. And Dilip Kumar, the director, who co-wrote with Bipin and adapted the original screenplay, you did an amazing job, because it's not that I didn't like Charlie, it's just you made something that I already liked even better, which is hard, which is not easy to do. And you've just made such a beautiful, heartwarming film. And I just thank you for that, because I'm living in the US where everything is chaos. The virus is horrible, politics is horrible, everything is horrible. And I had this bright light of a film today that really warmed my heart and moved me, and I thank you for that. Now, I thought Maddie's always great, but the warm feelings you have about Madhavan come through in this. It's just so awesome to see him play such a wonderful, warm character. But it's really, the most screen time is probably Shraddha. Parvati is a hard act to follow. She's one of the finest actresses in Malayalam cinema. I've admired Shraddha's work for quite some time, especially the film Jersey with Nani. She's worked in different industries. Obviously, that was a Telugu film. I first saw her in U-Turn, which is a Kannada film. She was quite good in that. This is really good. She's, you believe that she's someone who's just filled with curiosity and sense of adventure, and she has to find out about this man, but she's also filled with goodness and a little bit older. Again, not someone who's necessarily, I don't know, it's not quite the same kind of coming of age, but she finds what she wants at the end of the film too, and she also shows that she's the right person for Maara because she's equally giving. Oh, yeah. It's just amazing. Love this film. Rakes again subtitled it, and I thought it was wonderful. Even if Amazon put in the full stops, as she calls them, the periods, she's always talks about how they mangle her subtitles with the punctuation. But especially the segment in the beginning, the animation where she's translating in kind of the language of a fairy tale, I thought it was some of her most exceptional work. Love this film. Catch it on Amazon Video. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Follow me on Twitter at PardeziYT. Subscribe here to Pardesi Reviews. And if you hit the bell when you subscribe, you'll never miss another trailer reaction or film review.